Don't magnify your problem, magnify your God. The bigger you make God, the smaller your problems will become. I can rest in the fact that God is in control, which means I can face things that are out of my control and not act out of control. God is the best listener. You don't need to shout nor cry out loud. He hears even the very silent prayers of a sincere heart. Some people complain they don't feel God's presence in their lives. The truth is, God manifests Himself to us every day. We just fail to recognize Him. Feel God in every gentle touch. See God in every happy face. Hear God in every caring word. Receive God's blessings every day of your life. What God has planned for you does not end in defeat, failure, mediocrity, addiction, dysfunction. Your story ends in victory. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. Keep your focus on God and not on the circumstances around you. God's plan isn't a map for your life that you see all at once, but is scroll and roll a little at a time. Whenever you do not understand what's happening in your life, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say, God, I know it's your plan. Just help me through it. As much as you want to plan your life, it has a way of surprising you with unexpected things that will make you happier than your original plan. That's what we call God's will. Where you are today is no accident. God is using the situation you are in right now, shape you and prepare you for the place He wants to bring you into tomorrow. Trust Him with His plan, even if you don't understand it. When God keeps you alone, give Him a thank you, for He is protecting you from less to His best. Whatever you are meant to have, God will give you the desire of your heart. Stop taking matters into your own hands. Wait on God to complete it. When life doesn't work out like you want it to, trust God's faithfulness. It ain't finished until He says it's finished. It is done. Believe Him. Sometimes God doesn't give you what you think you want, not because you don't deserve it, but because you deserve better. Your bills, give it to God. Your career, give it to God. Your family, give it to God. Your health, give it to God. Your pain, worries, sickness, and your disappointments, give it to God and stop stressing yourself. God will take care of everything. Man says, show me and I'll trust you. God says, trust me and I'll show you. God's timing is forever accurate. Believe it, trust it, allow it. God has a purpose for your pain, a reason for your struggle, and a reward for your faithfulness. Don't give up. God didn't bring you this far to abandon you. Instead of complaining, ask God, what is the lesson you're trying to teach me? At my lowest, God is my hope. At my darkest, God is my light. At my weakest, God is my strength. At my saddest, God is my comforter. Those who leave everything in God's hand will eventually see God's hand in everything. God will carry you through every storm and give you the strength to make it. God's plan is always the best. Sometimes the process is painful and hard. But don't forget that when God is silent, He's doing something for you. As much as you want to plan your life, it has a way of surprising you with unexpected things that will make you more grateful than you originally planned. That's what we call God's will. God will never leave you empty. He will replace everything you lost. If He asks you to put something down, it's because He wants you to pick up something greater. Focus on God, not your problem. Listen to God, not your insecurities. Rely on God, not your own strength. Value what you have and who you are. God didn't make you purely to receive and experience problems. When you honor and value yourself, you are honoring God because you are His creation, a beautiful reflection of Him. Not everyone will understand or support your dreams, but thankfully, you don't need anyone's permission to pursue what God has planned on your heart. You can tap your back for a job well done. You can't hug yourself for comfort. You can cry on your shoulders when tears fall. That's why you have God in your life to let Him do whatever you can't. Not everyone will understand or support your dreams, but thankfully, you don't need anyone's permission to pursue what God has placed on your heart. No matter how uncomfortable you might feel, don't shrink back from those difficulties or challenges. Instead, stand strong, knowing that God is taking you to new levels in every area of your life. Stop worrying, doubting, and complaining. Focus on what all God brought you through. Never underestimate the power of prayer. One small prayer can change your life dramatically. Wishing will never be a substitute for prayer. Jesus died for you, knowing you might never love him back. That is true love. You are loved, you are wonderful made, you are beautiful, you have purpose, you are a masterpiece. God has a great plan for you. When it seems like the world is against you, remember that God is behind your every positive, loving thought. The will of God will never take you, where the grace of God will not protect you. It is only God who gives strength and wisdom to fulfill the God-given dream. The greatest education is the knowledge of God. God gives life, strength, and wisdom for every accomplishment. The world is perishing for lack of the knowledge of God, and the church is famishing for want of His presence. To know the will of God is the greatest knowledge. To find the will of God is the greatest discovery. To do the will of God is the greatest achievement. While God is putting the broken pieces of our lives back together, we must be careful not to condemn, judge, or write ourselves off. Most importantly, be patient. It's a process. Trust His timing. He makes all things beautiful in His time. Thank you for watching. God bless everyone.